Message from the Andromeda Galaxy. 9. Fall into yourself alone. We are from the domain of fire and light, of unity of all soils and the sacred divine core essence in the Andromeda Galaxy. Dearest ones, we speak to those who were counting on being part of the Voyage to the Stars adventure. But we also embrace those who were merely observing, but participating with their heart and emotion, as part of a to-be adventure, in the collective consciousness of starseeds, lightworkers, and all those who are on your Earth, to help with the ascension process. We are with you and understand how testing it must be for all of you, to be so shaken by the yeses and nos. Because of certain reasons, from your galactic friends, who have invited you to visit their starship. We know exactly how difficult it is for you to open yourself up for an unprecedented adventure, which would have asked of you to let go much of your familiar world and dare to enter new realities, knowing you would not be the same on return. And how demanding it would be for you to return and remain further in your old world. It is like dying, there is no doubt about it. Now that you have stretched yourself beyond your familiar pattern, and this new space has not been filled with new information and expected experience, it leaves you empty and doubtful, while you lost your usual point of self-identity. As you have been reaching out for a new identity, leaving behind the old one, many of you are now in a space of no man's land, which is very difficult to bear. You wanted to jump forward, willing to die to your old self, but now, you do not know how to find your new identity, as the old one has died, indeed. Dear ones, know, as difficult this might be, this is exactly a most fertile situation, where your deeper truth can be born, to build the new and purified foundation, for your true and deeper self to emerge. This, your true self, is not dependent on any activity, or identification with a place, or even dimension. But still, while this adventure, which did not turn out to be the way you hoped for, was able to shake so profoundly the self-identity, with all your reference points of familiarity of so many of you, you now try to go back to your old identity. But again, once you left intentionally your identity behind, you never will be able to resume that one. So now, you are in a kind of a new bardo. And this is exactly the state you start, and perhaps for the first time seriously, to ask yourself, who you are, do you not? Are you merely an Earth-based being, a galactic or multidimensional being? Or are you more than that? You want to find that one desperately, to occupy your grounds again, to go on with your life. And understand that you are now exactly at the point of greatest creativity, where everything can happen to you, in the most auspicious way, as you can allow the true you to come in and take seat, that one, which is greater than the you, which you left behind, and which is also greater than the one you aspired by traveling the space. You can only leave behind an identity, which is not true. And your new hoped-for identity, the one who would visit the stars, is not your true identity either. Neither of them really is, or would ever be. So do not be sorry about a perhaps lost opportunity, although this opportunity may be arising for some of you shortly indeed, but welcome the chance to let your true self emerge, your true and only place to be, in the illusions of appearances. Whether they are familiar or unfamiliar, planetary or galactic. That much puzzled by a situation you never can sort out to the last detail, you will find that it is useless to exercise your mind, but rather choose to retreat and own your own heart of being, leaving the situation you cannot fully understand behind. You must know that you need to rest in your true identity, to leave your planet and visit the stars and your star family, so that you do not hurt yourself. Even ascension requires of you this step, so that you ascend as a being that is grounded in your own truth, independent from what is occurring outside, and independent from any change of place and dimension, and even that of your physical body. Yes, you can say, it is love, which is your true place to be. But what is love? You humans have so many interpretations of it in your world, and mostly you have greatly limited the true meaning and impact, and presence of the love energy. Love is not to be nice, but may include it. You can be nice, but it might not be love. You might be angry, and it could be a sign of love. You could be even very angry, and it could be the greatest sign of love. It is not the emotion you show which characterizes love. It is the beingness you are, the one who cares, the openness and non-contraction, all over your being, gross, subtle and causal, the openness to all that is the highest sign of love. It is the non-reaction to things which arise. It is the resting in the beingness of all that is, which is true love, beyond separation and division. In this state you are truly free, otherwise, you will be always like a dry leaf in the winds of change, taking on their colors, forgetful of your own. This love is the only steadiness in the cycles of change, loss, disappearance and the appearance of new things, situations and worlds. So call your true identity love, if you understand love's original sign. Otherwise call it the I am, the presence, the stillness, the eye in the hurricane, your beingness, which persists in the carousel of life. Find that one, dearest ones, as it is given to you at this very moment, and in every moment, and be grateful for the gift of this lesson. If you stop seeking, dearest ones, in places where you cannot find yourself, if you accept the worlds to disappear for a moment, to be drawn into your own very source, it will reveal itself. This is how you prepare for ascension, to allow yourself to fall into yourself alone, and let it be your center, your motivator, your treasure, never again to be lost, because it is yours forever, has always been. We leave you with this, and know that we are transmitting the golden light of healing to your souls, to relax, to find that point of entry into the eternity of your true being. With blessings and showers of love. We are the beings of light, of the Andromeda Galaxy.